Good afternoon. We have the final Soapbox session of EuroSTAR, and my talk is meant to be funny, so would appreciate some smiles, some sniggers, and if you don't know when to smile or snigger, you need to look at Iris over here, and if she's laughing, you laugh, and if she's not laughing, you throw in some of your own on the side, okay? So this is the best tester I ever worked with. It's my honour, privilege, joy and duty to provide further insights into the testing life of the famous, fabled and totally fictitious Bret Ignatius Gonzalez, the best, hardest working and most all-round fun person I've ever had the good fortune to work with. Few that saw it will forget Bret's use of live penguins in his track session at EuroSTAR in 1999 in Barcelona. These were used to illustrate unintended consequences, the real irony being that EuroSTAR has not returned to Spain since then. I'm told that the all-pervading smell of fish lingered in the building for some long time afterwards, to say nothing of the carpet stains. His session created a stink in more ways than one. But we all enjoyed it, especially the smart security guards trying to remove the creatures and having their wonderful ironed uniforms covered in fish scales and unmentionable slimy substances. I worked with Bret many times. Our time together at the British Investment Bank proved productive and instructive to those that were part of the team. Bret was always incredibly focused, yet well aware of the dangers of selecting young male testers to work night shifts with amorous Annie, otherwise known as the man-eater. Here, the consequences would have been unintended, and the idea is, well, maybe inconceivable, a word I choose carefully. In some ways, Bret was gender blind, seeing the value that someone could bring to the team to fulfill the overall vision, providing working software that exceeded expectations, was on time and below budget. The big three, often described as the holy grail of testing. In many ways, he was too good to work with us mere mortals. At a French telephone company, Bret used a neat way to overcome lack of user involvement. He merely made up an obviously incorrect requirement and used this in demos and mock-ups. When users couldn't be bothered to provide a sort order for the main customer's screen, he listed details in date of birth order, with day taking priority, then month, and finally year. You can imagine the chaos. Angry project owners quickly sketched out the real order on the back of the proverbial cigarette packet. That which they'd been unwilling to give attention to 10 minutes before. Simple, effective, and this enabled yet another successful project conclusion. There are many other examples I could give to illustrate the incisive thinking of this true great. Time prevents anything other than a quick mention of rabbit testing, modal hierarchies, and scenario-based digitized image recall inversion. You may have heard of these, but few realise that each can only be traced back to Bret Ignatius Gonzalez. For these and many, 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 many other reasons, Bret is the best tester that I've ever worked with, even if he is totally fictitious.